Lights, cameras, and soon NBA action. But first, for most of the league, it was a day for the biggest stars and coaches to face the media. Everybody's 0-0 on Media Day, and the possibilities, they are endless. Hi, everyone. Great to have you there for our Media Day recap. I'm Matt Weiner, Sam Mitchell, Steve Smith, TV's Brent Barry right over there. And let's start where the 15-16 season left off with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thanks to a Game 7 triple-double by LeBron James and the biggest shot of Kyrie Irving's life, the Cavs overcame a 3-1 finals deficit to win their first NBA title and brought a major championship to their city for the first time in a half-century. Now, time to try to do it again. Kristen Ledlow is on the Cavs beat.
We're back at the Q. The Knicks are also back at the Q. Same thing as 2 years ago, but then they were celebrating your homecoming. Now they're celebrating a championship. What are you most looking forward to about that night?
Just seeing the smiles on my teammates' faces and hearing the roar of our fans. That's the main thing. You know, being able to see my teammates get their ring, to see, you know, how much when you put in a lot of hard work, this is the benefit of it. And then seeing the smiles on the team's faces. I mean, on my fans' faces when they just see that moment happen. It's something they've been waiting for a long time.
How do you, though, as you say, move forward?
Well, I always say it best just to remove yourself emotionally from it. You know, you just see it for what it is. You take in the moment and move forward. That's it. There's more things to accomplish. There's more things to go through. There's more things to experience rather than holding on to something. It's great. You add it to the collection, and then now you just refocus, reprioritize, and go at it again.
As LeBron played the least number of regular season minutes last season throughout his career, is that something that you're going to be cognizant of throughout this season as well?
Yes, always. You know, just making sure our guys' health is the most important thing for us. I think, you know, with Kyrie, the thing that he did last year when he came back from injury, I thought the way he took care of his body, he never was hurt the rest of the season. And that was a tribute to him of how hard he worked and understanding that when you're on championship caliber teams, you're going to play till June every year. You know, you got to take care of your body.
Last year, you weren't here at Media Day as the details of your contract were getting sorted out. It seems to be a similar case with J.R. Smith now. How important is he to potentially another playoff picture?
Very important. He's one of the core guys, and you know, like I said earlier, you know, JR has been big for us. You know, if you watch Game 5, I think he scored 11 points in the third quarter for us in Game 5. So he's been huge. And you know, like I said, you know, honestly and truthfully, I believe that, and I think other guys in the locker room and coaches believe, you know, we don't win again without JR.
Where else, though, do you believe this roster is still lacking heading into camp?
Well, with Mo Williams retiring, you know, with us losing Delly, you know, I think it's important to, you know, find who's going to play that backup point guard, you know, and, you know, we might have to do it by committee. You know, Kay's coming along, Kay Felder. We can play Shump at some backup point with LeBron on the floor with him, you know, Jordan McCray. So we're going to have to do it by committee until we figure out, you know, what's the best, you know, thing for this team.
LeBron, of course, has been part of a repeat title, but his Miami teams are the only ones to string together back-to-back championships over the last 5 years. You heard Ty Lue reference Mo Williams made the decision to retire. So there's one roster move the Cavaliers will have to make in the coming weeks. Well, what other kind of challenges will they face this season?
Well, obviously ironing out the J.R. Smith situation is pertinent. It was interesting to hear David Griffin's comments on Media Day that they have offered him what sounds like, at least to management, Matt, is a fair deal, and they're trying to work it out. But he also was quick to mention we're a next man up type of franchise, which means, you know, at some point there's going to be a take it or leave it scenario, and they're going to move on from it. But you hope that J.R. Smith and Cleveland can work it out. The point guard situation is something that is interesting to me. Dellavedova, what he brought to the table in terms of his toughness and grit, and now Mo Williams, we learned today, is going to retire. Smitty, it's a great opportunity for Felder to step in and possibly get some minutes there, but that might be something they need to address with championship aspirations.
And I think they do. I think when you start to look at it, you still want 3 point guards on your roster, even though you have LeBron James. I think Kay Felder, though, gets an opportunity of a lifetime to get a chance to step right in and play behind Kyrie Irving. He showed well in Summer League. And I think also for them I think they need another big guy, another big body. I'm not sure if I'm looking for Tristan Thompson and Chris Anderson and Birdman if they will get wore down in the regular season. So I think they need another big, just to have another guy out there, because you're always going to have these nagging injuries, to have a guy that can go out there and bang with some of those guys. So I think they need another 6 fouls, whoever it may be.
No Timothy Mozgov on that roster now. He's an L.A. Laker. As you look ahead, to the road to another finals, and frankly, most people have them penciled in there already. Well, what could get in their way? Obviously, an injury to one of their major players is always a concern, but what else could get in their way?
Well, man, I don't think anything get in the way. I think what people keep talking about is because they won the championship, are they going to become complacent? All three of us have been on winning teams that are supposed to win, and teams. Now, I went to 2 Eastern Conference game finals. You guys have played in finals and won championships. Winning breeds confidence, and it's a drug. When you're used to winning, it's a drug, man, and you want that feeling each and every night. So I don't think it's going to be about complacency. I think it's going to come down to health and then finding that backup. And what I find interesting is that they're not talking about Kyrie playing the backup point guard because they finally realized Kyrie is at his best when he's off the ball, being able to do the things that he do best. So I think they got the time to bring some players along slowly to fit them in. I don't think early in the season Ty Lue wants to put all that, the emphasis in LeBron James doing everything. He want to kind of let LeBron play his role and just let them grow into development. It's not about the regular season for them, it's about the playoffs. Positioning yourself to be the #1 seed so you have home court advantage in the East and then be healthy going to the playoffs. But they're so relaxed because they know they got the best talent in the East. And like Smitty said, they still need to add another big. I agree with that for the banging. You may not need a big guy to win the championship, but you need another big guy to help get you there.
As far as the backup point guard spot goes, in terms of replacing Mo Williams, you're already starting to hear some veteran names. Norris Cole, Mario Chalmers, Kirk Heinrich, a couple of those former LeBron James teammates in Miami, by the way. So here's what the Cavalier depth chart looks like at the moment, and we're including J.R. Smith because the expectation is that they will reach a deal the way they did with Tristan Thompson, same agent, obviously same team.
We can take Mo Williams off the board.
But we can take Mo Williams off there because he announced earlier today that actually, I guess he didn't announce it. He called David Griffin, the general manager, and informed him that he will not be playing. Presumably that means a retirement moving forward. So the Cavaliers are, for the most part, the same team. One interesting change is Mike Dunleavy, who fits really well if he's healthy, and that's a big if for him.
Yeah, man, I was sitting there looking at their roster, man, their depth chart, and when Mike Dunleavy, you know how good a player and how versatile he is. The guy that can play 1, 2, 3 positions on the court. He can knock down shots. He's a great team defender, and he just knows how to play in a savvy player. But if he's healthy, he could be that Richard Jefferson, like Richard played that role for them last year in the finals, coming in different lineup in different situations. I think Mike Dunleavy, and then also more important, he's that guy that he can give LeBron James some rest if he's healthy. You can cut LeBron minutes a little bit because the thing about the Cleveland Cavaliers now, Ty Lue said it best, it's about them being healthy. They know how to win, and they know what they have to do, and they have the talent. It's about keeping these guys rested, keeping them focused, and getting them ready for the last 30 games of the season. And Mike Dunleavy, if healthy, can be crucial to that because he can play so many positions, and when they do have injuries, he can step in and kind of keep their thing steady on the right pace.
Spoken like a true coach, he can cut LeBron James minutes, right? I mean, because
exactly.
that's always the plan
Yeah.
going into the season. Hey, we're gonna keep you fresh. We're gonna cut your minutes down, give you a rest here and there. But he's always the ripcord, right? I mean, anything goes wrong, he's the,
well, in case of emergency,
in case
you go
of emergency,
LeBron,
break
what you
glass,
call
go to
that
the
great pill box of his.
Yeah, that's right.
He
I
cures
mean,
all headaches.
Yeah, you go to the medicine cabinet, you grab a LeBron James, and you throw it in, and it settles everything. I did talk to Mike over the summer a few times, Matt. He feels great. He's excited about the opportunity in Cleveland. And to think that, Mike Dunleavy, with the wares that you talked about, Sam, just falls into the lap of the team that just won the NBA championship. Now, Mike will tell you he's no Kevin Durant, but in terms of what he does, ball movement, off-ball movement, spacing, assist making, Mike's 6'9" and can get in and rebound a little bit. He's got a great basketball intellect. What a great addition for this team to have that kind of depth to make sure you can really manage the minutes for LeBron James.
And I think people lose fact. Because you have LeBron James, everybody think you're just an athletic team. People forget, you look at that team, they have a lot of smart basketball players on that team that know how to play. And when you add Mike Dunleavy IQ to the equation, man, Tyronn Lue has a lot of different things he can go with this lineup now. Because to me, Kyrie Irving is still maybe arguably the #1 or 2 best 2 guard in the league. So now, when he doesn't have to have the responsibility of getting everyone involved. You can put the ball in Mike Dunleavy's hand and allow Kyrie Irving to still be Kyrie Irving.